Hi everybody, hi every spirit, welcome very much to the channel. Esoteric Philosopher here, and today let's talk about how medicine or your body comes from spirituality. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. Thank you very much for watching once again. Use the links down below to reach more of my content and to know how to contact me for readings and consultations. Also use the email down there and let's get started, right? So first and foremost, we have to understand that everything comes from the spirit, right? Everything is in material, right? Everything that we can call matter, that we can touch, everything comes from the spirit, and the spirit is just space. It's not something. So things don't come from other things because that will create an infinite cycle of matter is made out of atoms. Atoms are made out of gluons or glucons. Those are made of quarks. Those are made of something, and then it will just be a infinite cycle. So then there needs to be a start, and basically you are the start. It doesn't even matter the name. Just know that you, outside of this physical existence and even outside of your mind, you have the ability to create. You are the creator, not the creation. And all of us together created this world, this body. That is the reason why there is a bunch of humans, right? Not just as in numbers, but we have similar bodies, right? Because we are similar spirits in similar spaces, moving in similar ways, with just enough difference, uniqueness, and individuality to be your goddamn self and have your own traits, right? So that's point number one. Point number two is, after you create this body, or actually point one half, 1.5, you came together with a bunch of spirits to make this body and to maintain it and to grow it, right? Teamwork makes a dream work. You and a bunch of spirits came together to make the body, the mind, the emotions, the chakras. So right now that you have the body, you are in it, you have to maintain it, right? You have to eat, drink, sleep, smoke, fuck, go outside, run. Don't go outside if you sick, right? You have to do something to keep that blood flowing, to keep the air flowing, to keep cells reproducing, generating, right? But there is many ways to do that. You can eat a lot of foods, you can have sexual relationships with a lot of people, or just the mood that you are in when you do sex can be very different. You can smoke a lot of types. Even if you just smoke cigarettes, you can smoke a bunch of cigarettes. You can drink a lot of type of drinks. So there is a lot of things that you can, or there's a lot of ways that you can take care of your body and allow it to restore and growth. And that's physically, right? Because like I said, everything that is physical comes from you, comes from the spirit, comes from us. So all those physical things as well. So wait, hold a minute. That means that our cells themselves, our body, our tissues, our liquids, our oils, our vitamins, they also come from the spirit, right? And not everything comes from what you eat. You by yourself you can produce certain vitamins, certain cells or different types of cells, certain cell salts, right? Not everything, of course, otherwise you don't need to eat or drink, but we can, right? We can produce things within us as well. And not only that, what you eat, then how your body uses it, and where and when it uses it, it depends from your spiritual state. Many years ago, I read something that was among the lines: your body is the pharmacy or the cabinet where the medicine are, and your spiritual state is the keys. So what cabinets, what type of medicine are we opening today? Your spiritual state defines that, right? In two ways. First, what are you creating, right? Second, how are you using the things that you are creating, right? In point number one, what are you creating? And on point number two, we have a common trait, which is the type of spirit that you are attracting. Because you created your body with a group of spirits and you maintain it, but certain spirits go away. Certain spirits don't follow your vision anymore. They don't want to work for you anymore. They don't want to make the team work. do the dream work with you anymore. So you need to replace them, or just as you grow mentally, spiritually, and physically, you need more spirits to be a part of the team, right? So the state of spirit that you are in will define what type of spirits you attract, right? And just the state of spirit that you are in can damage or heal your organs, mental and emotional state. That's why you can have two people, one smokes 50 packs, one smokes cigarettes every day, the other doesn't. And the person that doesn't smoke cigarettes can still get cancer in the lungs, and the person that smokes every day does not. And you can say, oh, that's about genetics. And like I said, everything comes from the spirit, so even your genes comes from the spirit. And the genes that are activated or not depends on your spiritual state. And we have seen in movies, in nature, stress or calmness, your environment can activate or deactivate or suppress certain types of genes. Actually, scientists thought that we had a lot of junk DNA, but that is just genes is in the bottle, those are spirits, right? Or they come from the spirit, because like in, I think, Arabs culture, they have the jinn as in spirit or this spiritual figure, right? But that's for another video. But your genes came from the spirit, and your spiritual state can activate or deactivate certain genes. So if you smoke for a right reason, and it's not scientific, it's spiritual, you will not get cancer. Somebody just, the way they breathe, the way they look at life will get them cancer. Of course, physical traits as well, right? I don't like those persons, those people that like spirituality is everything and physicality is nothing. No, balance. There is a reason why we create a physical world. There is a reason why we are here, and we give power to those physical traits. We give power to our creation. So yes, physical traits do influence that. If you live in a town with smoke, you're gonna get cancer, or it's more likely that you get cancer. But also, why do you live in a town with smoke? Oh, it's random, I just born here. No, it's not. Spiritually speaking, you chose to be there. Or, oh, it's because of work. You chose to be there. So your spiritual state led you to that situation, right? So, basically what I want to say is that medicine and health and the way your body works is spirituality. I was about to say it's connected to spirituality, but no, is spirituality. Because I think besides your mind, right, and your chakras is basically just where your spirits spend the most time in, right? But besides your mind and chakras, the body is the most personal creation of your spirit, right? And we have to remember every single day that our body is amazing. You have so many types of cells, we have so many types of systems. Bro, yes, medicine is really, really good, thanks to spirituality, of course, as well, because those ideas need to come from somewhere. But your body right now can handle a lot of diseases that it couldn't handle before. Just in comparison to other types of animals, we can deal with a lot of diseases that they can't deal with, right? Or we can just heal ourselves better, right? From certain conditions that they can. So medicine and the body come from spirituality, so they can be healed and damaged from spirituality as well. So every time you're trying to heal from something, it's not just take the meds, and sometimes taking the meds really help physically, but also because you were in the space to take care of yourself. That's why you went to the doctor or to the pharmacy and you got those meds. The meds work, yes. It's not just spiritual mumbo jumbo, but the spiritual reality, the spiritual fact also helps, right? And just, this has nothing to do with this video, but we have to stop the war of spirituality versus reality. Bro, it's like we are literally living in those planes at the same time, right? One supports the other. Spirituality creates reality, but spirituality wanted to create reality, so it gave power to it. So we did that, right? But my main point with this video is for everybody to understand that your body is spirituality. You and other spirits came together to create your body, so you can heal and damage your body and your mind through spirituality, through the spiritual states that you are in. And now, very important, it's not about feelings, okay? Feelings can demonstrate and indicate what spiritual state are you in. But it's not just you feel it twice or you think about it. No, you gotta be in that space for a long period of time. How do you think you created this body? Just in the womb of your mama, you spend 9 months. Just in the womb, because then the spiritual work starts even before, right? So to heal or damage your body in a certain way through a spiritual state of being, you need to make it consistent. It's not like, imagine you hurt your wrist and now by thinking about it, it's gonna heal tomorrow. No. And most likely, by thinking about it, it will never heal. You gotta get into a spiritual state to recognize, damn, I need to go see somebody that can do it. But most of chronic diseases, things that deal with your system and air pressure and blood pressure and liquid pressure and regeneration in general, those are the ones most affected by our spiritual state, because things like bones and muscle, they are more dense, so it means they are more far away from the spirit. But things that are more liquid, more gooey or gas-like, they are closer to the spirit, because it means they spend less time in the real world. So anything that deals with chronic diseases or mind diseases or brain diseases or heart, lungs, stomach, those can really be changed through your spiritual state. And the thing is, if you spend too much time without healing something, that means you spend a lot of time in that spiritual state of not caring about it, of not healing it. So it can become like that permanently. Or you can heal it a little bit but never fully, right? Because this goes really deep. This is not just you think about it or you feel that you're going to get healed and then you do it. No, you need to take action, change the way you eat or what you eat. Because imagine if you get cancer because you were smoking, you can still smoke down the line, but you have to change how you smoke. You have to change why you smoke. You have to change your perspective about smoking and most likely about life. I had a lot of cases in my family and people around me that they had cancer and they really improved when they changed their life, right? So that's another proof, right? That spirituality and your state of being influences health. It is your health, right? And another thing, for an example, a lot of people, especially in older ages, they suffer from body dysfunction, the body wore out. So their back hurts, their stomach hurts, they have some, like the heart is kind of malfunctioning, and then it's like, oh, it's because I'm old. Yes and no, it's not just because you are old, it's because you spend a lot of time in a certain space that were hurting those organs, that were hurting those parts of your body, and that led to that situation. So it's not because you're old, it's because being old just means you spend a lot of time. And you spend a lot of time in a specific state that produced a specific ailment, that produced a specific outcome. So it's not, oh, I'm just old. No, you spend a lot of time in a space that hurt your back, that made your stomach go crazy, right? So when you are about to heal it, you can't expect to be like a week, right? If you spent 30 years or 20 years every day sitting on the chair and you never went for walks, you never did stretches, you didn't expand your mind, you didn't have a really good reason to do that, to spend those 20 years in the chair, then it's not going to be in 1 or 2 weeks that you're going to heal that. Because you're going to spend at least a close enough amount of time. Because if you are a strong spirit, I think I have a video or a tweet, something about it, saying it's way more powerful to be 1 second in the right space than to be many amount of time in a bad space. But the thing is, especially if you are older, and your back hurts, like you are 50, 60, now you still need to apply a lot of time in the right spiritual space to correct your body. That's my point as well. So those are my main points for these videos. And obviously, infinitely, we're gonna talk about this more. But your body is spirituality. Your spiritual state influences your body and your genes and your mind. And you can't expect spiritual mumbo jumbo, quote unquote, to work in 1 week or 1 month where you spent years to hurt that specific part. You know what I'm saying? If you want to know more, mark a consultation with me, email me, or leave a comment down below. Thank you for watching. Your support is greatly appreciated. I wish you the best thoughts, ideas, feelings, and emotions. A whole bunch of individuality, creativity, and responsibility as well. Remember to believe in yourself, in all possibilities, and remember as well, the best way to be is to be your goddamn self. See you tomorrow or another time.